Hello kids. Today we are going to do Standard 3 General Science Lesson 9 Water as a Resource. Now what do we mean by resource? Resource means the place from where we get anything or the place which gives us anything. So in this lesson we are going to learn about water. As already you have learnt in last lessons about the states of water. Water exists in 3 states. The solid form of water is called ice, the liquid form of water is water, and the gas form of water is water vapor. Now in this lesson we are going to learn change of states, water impurities, conservation of water, water cycle, purification of water, rainwater harvesting. Now children, I would like to recollect and remind you that water is an important part of Earth's surface. Our Earth is made up of 70% of water. Moreover, our body is also made up of 60 to 70% water. So, water is very important for all of us. Now, let's come to the topic change of state. What do we mean by change of state? In this, we will see how we can change one form of water to another. Usually, we see that water occurs in liquid state. Water occurs in liquid state, but it can be changed into ice or water vapor either by heating or cooling. Now, when you keep water in a refrigerator, it becomes ice. But when you heat water, it becomes water vapor. So children, this way, either by heating or by cooling, we can change the states of water. Now one by one, let's see the process. These are 4 processes: melting, evaporation, condensation, freezing. Now what is melting? When a solid turns into liquid on heating, the process is called melting. Same way, when a liquid turns into a gas on heating, the process is called evaporation. Now, what you do to understand the process of condensation, you tell your mother to heat water and you see that water vapors are coming out. Now take a lid. What do you mean by lid? Dhakkan. Take a lid and cover the vessel. Put off the gas. When you will cover the vessel, the vapors will not be able to go up and they will stick to the lid or the cover. After some time, when you will open the lid, you will see water droplets. So how these vapors they turned into water droplets? The lid which we kept cooled the water vapors and they turned into water. So when a gas turns into a liquid on cooling, the process is called condensation. Same way, when a liquid turns to a solid on cooling, the process is called freezing. The process is called freezing. So, children, you must have understood the processes properly. Let's revise once again. What is melting? The process of changing a solid into a liquid is called melting, that is on heating. Okay, then when a liquid turns into a vapor on heating, the process is called evaporation. When a gas turns into a liquid on cooling, it is called condensation. Same way, when a liquid turns into a solid on cooling, the process is called freezing. Now children, we are going to learn about water cycle. Now what is water cycle? Children, you all must be running your bicycle, or you all must be having your bicycle. Now when your bicycle moves, what you have marked? It moves with the help of the pedal. And pedal, what way the pedals they move? They move in one direction. And then again when they come back, then the cycle moves forward. Same way, in nature, the movement of water from land to sky and back again to land is called water cycle. The movement of water means the going of water from land to sky and coming back to land is called water cycle. Here water cycle is given, but I'll explain you in this way. Due to the heat of the sun, the water of the sea gets heated. And as you have learnt in the previous part, that when a liquid is heated, it turns into vapor. So same way, the water of the sea gets heated by the sunlight. And when the water gets heated, it turns into water vapor. And this process is called evaporation. This water vapor, they start going up in the sky. And as we know, in the sky it is cool. So, as I explained you before, that when the vapors, they touch the cold thing, the lid, they turn into drops. So same way, the water vapor which are going up in the sky, and as it is cool in the sky, they form drops of water. These drops of water, they come together to form the clouds. And this process of forming the clouds is called condensation. Now the clouds are moving in the sky, but as the clouds they become heavy, they cannot hold more water drops. They fall on the ground in the form of rain. And this process is called precipitation. Now in some places in the hilly regions where it is too cold, instead of rainfall we find the snowfall. And at times we find the hailstones. They are the stones of ice. So at times we find the hailstones also falling. So rain, snow, hailstones, they all are the form of precipitation. Now when the rainwater falls on the ground, some water goes inside the ground and it again goes back to the sea. So this way, this whole cycle goes on continuously in nature. And this cycle of water going up in the sky and coming back to the land is called water cycle. So children, let's see in your book what is given. The movement of water from land to the sky and back to the land again is called water cycle. The heat of the sun evaporates water from the oceans, seas, rivers, lakes, and this water turns into water vapor which goes up. When the water vapor comes in contact of cooler air, it condenses and forms tiny drops. As I told you that these droplets come together to form clouds, and this process is called condensation. When the clouds they become heavy and cannot hold, they fall in the form of rain, hail or snow, and this process is called precipitation. The rainwater flows back into the rivers, streams or seas, and this thing is called as collection. So this cycle goes on continuously in nature, and this cycle we call it as water cycle. Hope children you have understood up to here. Next part of the lesson we will see in the next video. Thank you.